forward. All the 6-7 lectures are important. Okay, so we will be starting. All right, before we start, let's jump into something. Okay, just think of a story. I want you guys to imagine one story. All right. See, you have ordered something. Okay, let's say a pepperoni pizza. Okay. And when the delivery guy is coming to your home, someone stopped him in between and swap your pepperoni pizza with salad to you. And now you receive salad. So what happened? The person stops the driver, okay, and exchange your order. All right. Say yes or no. Are you understanding this?
Yes.
Swapped your order. We call it interception or the mocking. We call it mocking, either interception or either mocking. All right. Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
What we call this terminology, we call this terminology mocking. Don't worry, we will come to the point very soon, technical points and technical terms. But these kind of things are called mocking something. Okay, there is another one thing that is aborting. What do you understand by abort? Abort means ruk jana, to stop someone. Okay, so it's like someone stopped your delivery partner in between and pops the tire, puncture the tire. Then you will never receive your pizza, right? Because the delivery guy was not able to reach you, right? We call this term as aborting. So give me a thumbs up, guys, if you understood the story. Say yes or no, guys, please.
Yes.
All right, cool. So now think of it in technical terms. You did some actions on front end. At what will happen in back end, a API request will be called. You will API request will be hit, and in the response of that request, you will respond. You will receive a response on front end, right? And you will see that response on your front end. Am I right? This happens in the architecture. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes.
So uh, how it would be, first I will tell you some test cases. Let's say you want to test the server down edge case. You want to test the server down screen. So how would you test it? In automation, you cannot just every time go to your developer and to tell him to turn down the server, right? So you need to have something to test server down test cases. And let's say there is another test case. Let's say your cart has zero products. So if your cart has zero product, it should display your cart is empty. So you find a different account in which your cart is empty, or you do something that your front end displays the cart is empty, right? So you cannot use multiple accounts. You cannot change your test account for every another test case, right? And it's again even a bad practice to save so many credentials in your automation script. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Say yes or no, guys. Say yes or no. Yes or no is
Yes.
very
Yes.
important. All right. All right. So what if I just someone will stop your response in between? See, you hit a request, now the response is coming back to the front end. So you stop your response and you change the data in your response. How it would be? You change the properties of the response. Let's say you change the status code, and yet let's say you change the response. So how it would be? The front end will obviously display the response that he has received, that front end has received, right? So how it would be that if we change the response, it would be great, right? We will be able to test every edge case, right? Give me a thumbs up, guys. Say
Yes.
yes or no. Right? We will be able to test
Yes.
each and every test case, right? So, and let's say you want to test another edge case in which your images are not working. Let's say there is a, usually images are stored in S3 bucket. Let's say S3 bucket is down and you want to test the edge case that how your website is, how your website looks like when the images are down. So how it would be that if I stop the API request that is bringing CSS and images to the website. So right, so we will be simulating these test cases in today's lecture. Okay, all right. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you have understood the terminologies and the whole story, what we are going to do today. Tapas, you understood? Badram, I hope you guys have understood this. All right. So,
Yes.
all right, let's move to the coding part. Okay. Before moving to the coding part, let's say what are the manual steps. Okay. I hope you guys are able to see the screen.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is the target website, what we are going to use. Okay, so this is the website and this has some list of books, right? Okay, all right. Then what we have, it shows a Git Pocket guide and okay, there is a Git Pocket guide book and learn JavaScript, right? Learning JavaScript, right? So we have both of the books, right? We have both of the books right here in front of us. All right. So we will look at the network tab to see the real API call getBooks. Okay, let's see the API call getBooks. All right. Network tab. Let me refresh this page. All right. So many books. Is this getBooks? Bookstore V1 books. Yes, I guess this is the API we are looking for. Okay. All right. So you let me show you the complete data of this, right? See, this has a list of books. Okay. See, array of books. This array starts from here and end here, right? This array starts from here and ends here. I can show you. See, if I will close this, all the books will disappear. If I will open this, all the books will appear here. So in this array has object and this object has the properties of the books. Okay. So there is a property title, Git book guide. You can see all the books are listed here. So learning JavaScript with design patterns, designing evolvable web APIs with ASP.NET, speaking JavaScript. Okay, all the books that are listed on the front end, right? You see, all these books are listed on the front end. Okay, am I correct? All these books are listed on front end, right?
Yes.
And there must be 10 books, I guess. Let me see. See, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. All right, why there are 8? Okay, let's see on the front end. How many on front end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, all right, all right. The front end also has 8. Okay. So, okay, I hope how the data is coming to front end, this is clear to you guys. Am I right? This is clear to you guys. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, what's the next step? All right. So, we will tell Playwright when the browser asks for the books. So, this basically means when getBook API is hit in the backend, whenever you see this API get hit, don't ask the server. You don't have to ask the server for the response. Instead, we will give a fake list. We will give a fake list in which will contain Playwright for Dummies by Gemini. Okay. So we will give a fake response to our Playwright that will be displayed on the website. Okay. And one more thing, we will also block all the images that are JPNG, PNG or every other CSS. Okay. So that we can see the page, how our page looks like without, you know, images. All right. I can show you actually this image part. Uh, You have to type in here JPG. All right. Let me say CSS. All right. It's actually about responses, not. Anyways, you got what we are going to do. We will basically restrict all the CSS images and JPG in the front end. Okay. Don't worry. I will show you. I will show it in the debugger. Okay. So it would be easy for all of us to look like. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's start. Okay, I already have the code in the place. Okay, so I will just close this. Don't save. All right, so the line number one should be very clear to you guys, if I'm not wrong. Say yes or no, guys. Say yes or no, please.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
all right. Cool, cool. Just give me a minute. All right, so we will start with the test, and this is the skeleton of the test. Any confusions in the skeleton of the test? Guys, any confusions in the skeleton of the test?
No.
All right, great. So this will just, this is the first scenario. We will be replacing the actual response with the fake response. Okay, so how do we intercept the APIs? How do we tell Playwright that whenever this pattern URL is called in the backend, you have to stop it, you have to intercept it and replace the pepperoni pizza with salad. Okay, so this is how we do it. There is a method in Playwright, route method. Which method? Route method. Page.route. Basically, this page.route will check the network tab if there is an API of this pattern. So guys, we the base URL is going to be same for every API. I hope you know this. The base URL remains same for every API. Only the thing that changes endpoint. Okay, so these are the basics of API. All right, so we don't really care about whatever is in the starting. We really care about the endpoint. Okay, so we need this endpoint. This is the endpoint from which books are coming, right? This is the response from which books are coming. I will show you again. Books. Here is the books API, and you see what is the URL? The base URL is going to remain same, and we actually care about this response, this endpoint. So whatever API is being called with this endpoint, we will route it. What will route does? Route will intercept that API. Okay, route will intercept that API. When it will intercept? It will intercept when that request is bringing the response. Okay, so again, now we don't have to pass the page. We have to pass route inside this method. Okay, all right, we will pass route inside this. This is the print statement. All right, now what we have to do? We have to provide it in the actual response. Okay, what we have to do? So we will set the status code to 200 so it looks original, right? And what is the method to change the response? We use route.fulfill method. What is the method? Route.fulfill. Okay, guys, what is the method? Say,
route.fulfill.
everyone, what is the method? What is the method used to change the JSON object? Say, guys.
Route.fulfill.
Yes, route.fulfill method is used to change the response. Okay, so this will particular accept a JSON response. Okay, all right. We have to tell him the status. We have to tell him the content type. All right. And we have to tell him the body. Body is basically, this is the body. I will show you again. This response is the body. Okay, okay. This complete response is the body of the response. All right. So now we have to give him the response. Okay, we will first, since JavaScript is JavaScript, so it will take the input in string. Okay, so what we will do, JSON dot stringify. Okay, we will send the response in string format. Okay, all right, and this will take response like this, and I will show you the actual response is also like this. See, it starts with the parenthesis and then it takes the book array, and we have done the similar thing. We have just not provided 8 books, instead we have provided only 2 books. Okay, so a string books and it takes the array of 2 books, 2 book objects basically. Okay, and the name of the book is the instructor and another is Gemini AI Google Press, some any data. All right. All right. So is this data thing clear till here, guys? Is this await page dot route clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
I hope the page dot route method is clear to you guys. Okay. Okay. Now coming to the actual test. What we will do, we will hit the URL of the page. All right. When we will hit the URL of the page only, then the APIs will be called. I will show you one thing. I am clearing all the responses from API. Okay. Whenever I will reload the page, then only all the APIs will be called here. So any action on the page, when any action will be performed on the front end only, then the related APIs will be called, right? I hope everyone knows that. So we have to get back to the page. All right. And we will verify that our fake responses are visible or not. Okay. All right, we will verify any confusions in these 2 lines, guys. We will verify that our fake response is displayed on front end or not. Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Line number
Yes.
51 and 52, everyone.
Yes, Nikhil.
All right. So, okay, this is again a print statement, so we can technically ignore it. Okay, all right. So the second thing is scenario 2, aborting all the images, CSS, JPG, SVG. So basically all the images only. So these are the images type usually used on a website. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
So again, we again do it with aborting is also done with the page.route method. All right. Okay. All right. So this is how we get the URL, route.request.url. Okay. Okay, we actually need not this. I'm just using it to print and nothing else. So you can ignore it. But in case you want to get the URL that you are routing, you can use this route.request.url. Then you will get the URL that is being aborted. Okay. So it will basically print all the URLs that are being aborted from reaching the front end. Okay. So route.abort is the method that will be used inside page.route method to block any API request ending with these parameters. Is this clear, guys? Okay, see, I have run this test earlier and you will see all these requests are aborted. Tools QA, zero step.jpg, gplay pattern, these all, SVG, all these. Is this clear, guys? Tell me if this aborting is clear to you. Tell me quickly if this aborting is clear to you guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone else.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right. Now to see the broken images, we obviously need to reload the page because this will not called automatically. When this is being called till here, we haven't aborted any URL. Okay. To see the aborted images, aborted page, we need to reload the page. So we will use page.reload. All right. Okay, now if you want to get anything related to this request, let's say we want to get the headers. So we can use route.request to request. We can instead directly write as well. We can request.headers. We can do that as well. Like just like we did it here, route.request.url. I could have written route.request.headers directly. Okay, so I have split it into these two parts. But again, if you have routed a request, if you have intercept a request, either you fulfill it or either you continue it, else it will hang in forever, or we can abort it as well. Okay. So either you fulfill it, fulfill means intercepting, changing the data, and continue means just work normally. Okay. Just work normally. It's like you stopped the pizza guy and you said him, go. Okay, go. Stopped him and you said, go. Okay. So nothing special in continue. Okay. So you must have to use continue. If I will remove continue, it will hang in forever. Okay. I stopped him to ask the headers. Okay. All right. Is this or is these three scenarios clear, guys? Are these four scenarios clear, guys? I will show you it in the debugger mode. No worries. But is this clear?
Yes.
Any doubts?
Yes.
Any doubts before we run it actually? Okay, I guess no. First, we will run it all together, then we will run it in the debugger mode. Okay. Guys, again, this is another important concept, and I will tell you a very important interview question related to it. See, it is displaying that two books, and now it will refresh, and you will see images will disappear. See, it is refreshing. Now you see images disappeared. Okay. Now, do you want me to? Okay. So do you want me to? Okay, let's see it in the debugger mode as well. Okay, one by one. You guys will be also cleared. All right. Right now, nothing on this page. Okay. So we are right now on no step. All right. So I will run the first step. See, it has already taken care of all this. It has already taken care of all this. Route.fulfill has already happened before we actually run the URL. All this we have done. If we have done this later, then it will first show the original page and then it will fulfill the request. And then if we reload, then it will show us this. But right now we have already fulfilled the request. So that's why it's directly showing us this, the fake data. Okay. Is this clear, guys? Tell me if this is clear. Say yes or no,
Yes, sir.
guys.
Yes.
All right. So now next step would be aborting. Okay. See, it has abort. It has reached here. No, no. Before aborting, we are actually verifying that these texts are visible. Playwright for Dummies and Gemini AI. Okay. Where is Gemini AI written? Okay, Gemini AI. All right. So we have verified. Now moving to next thing. It has it has already done the route method. Okay, it has already done the abort thing. Now I am on the page dot reload thing. As soon as I will click it, it will reload and you will see the images have disappeared. See, the images disappeared. All right. Okay. So next, just we are just asking for the headers and nothing else. Okay. So Yati, all right. Okay. Is this clear, guys? I'm seeing one thing why the headers are not printed here. Are there no headers present? Let's run it once again, guys. Are there no headers present? Did we provided any headers initially when we were... Okay, I guess I got it why headers are not here. Mhm. Let's see if there are any headers present inside this book API or not. Headers should be present. We did fulfill, right? We did fulfill. So did we pass any headers? All right. We didn't pass any headers. That's why no headers are displayed. Okay. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So one important interview question, it was asked by one of the very big company. It was a good, it was not a startup company, but it's a good and big company. I won't take the name of the company. Okay, and this was asked to me in an interview, and I was almost clueless. I was not clueless. I did make some choices, but the the answer which he was expecting from me was missing. Okay, so he asked me, yes, like asked, let's suppose that your test cases are not very fast. All the test cases are taking running for all the test cases is like taking 20 minutes. Okay, running all the test cases is taking 20 minutes. Okay, on in the pipeline. All right, I want you to make it fast. How would you do it? All right, before I answer these things, I want you guys to answer this. Any one of you guys, any one of you, anything. One method, even one method we have learnt yesterday. Come on, come on. Anyone, Vibhuti, any suggestions? Any suggestions? Anita, Abhilash, Badram, any suggestions? Come on, guys. Max to
API
max.
plus UI, which we discussed yesterday.
Yes, API plus UI. Okay.
Headless mode. Yeah.
Headless mode.
Headless mode.
Right. Headless mode. And okay, so I also suggested similar kind of two to three things. Okay, so I will use API plus UI, and for login, I will save the session storage token. So I don't have to log in every time. And for multiple test cases, I will use API plus UI way. I will run all the test cases in headless mode. But he was expecting one more thing. Now he made the question a bit complex, and he was giving me actually a hint, but I didn't got it that it was actually a hint. He said, let's suppose your APIs are slow, so the token method and this UI and UI plus API things both fails here. All right, because your APIs are already slow, because your APIs are already slow. So how would you tackle it? I thought for 5 minutes, but I wasn't able to get to the answer. The answer was intercepting the request. Instead of actually getting the data from server, we can get the data from local system. have you observed one thing? The code is written in my local, and I am giving the route.fulfill method all the data in my local system. So it will actually not hit the actual server, and the time will be saved. This was the interview question, and this is, I appreciate this question, and this is really very, very crazy question. Very, very crazy question. And it was very good.
Nikhil,
So
can you please come again, please? The solution now.
see, intercepting the request. See, when you are actually hitting the APIs, you are hitting the server. When you are hitting the actual APIs, you are hitting the server. And hitting the
Yes.
server and bringing back the response takes the time. What
Yes.
we just did today, we didn't actually hit the server. We give the response from our local system. The data we wrote it in our local system. We didn't bring that response from system server. The response is present, already present in our request, right? See, we have given route.fulfill in the code itself, na? So it already has the response. So it will behave very fast than the server thing. Okay. So
In this
instead,
case, if we have minimal data, right, Nikhil? What if we have large data in that case? Like some 4,
you
5
can
plus 2, we can the same way using fulfill method give the 4 to 5 entries.
yeah, that is, see, why we will actually perform some test on millions of data thing. All right, we can simulate everything. Just, I will suggest you one thing. Just go and
Yeah.
read about more about this. Okay, I have taught you much basic to advanced thing, and I have taught you a very important interview question. But do research about it. It is very interesting. Mocking, intercepting. If you will go to my LinkedIn, you will find a project as well. Okay.
Sure.
All right, great guys. Okay, so is the question understood now? Question and answer both are understood. So instead of giving the fake data, I can give real data as well, right? I can give the real data, but that data will be fetched from my local system instead of the server. So that would be obvious very fast, right? And that was asked by a very, very good company. I am not naming the company due to copyright things, but again, that is very, very good question, and you might get asked about this. This is how the companies actually work during an interview. Good interviews does. He will give you a problem, you will give a solution, and he will make the problem more complex on the basis of your solution. Like I said, the API plus UI part, and he made the question more complex. Let's say the APIs are slow. So this is how a good interviewer works in an interview. Okay. All right, guys. So we are done for today. Let's see if we have some extra content in the notes. All right. Just want to remove this. This is not needed here. Okay. Okay. Page.route is clearly understood. Route.fulfill is clearly understood. Route.abort and route.continue as well. Okay. And route.fulfill and route.continue difference we already listen. How do you mock an API response and an end-to-end test? You can give it a reading. Okay. How do you block third-party ads or tracking script in the Playwright? You can use a what method, right? And this is the assignment for lecture number 13. Okay. All right. So that's it, guys. Have a great Sunday. Bye bye. Thank you for attending the
Bye.
class.
Thanks all.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Thanks.